So you've come off the track just after a race and you're really disappointed and you're really annoyed about the quality of the race you've just run. It's slow, the time is slow, you came in a position that you didn't want to, you got beaten by your rival, whatever the case is. You come off the track and you're feeling annoyed, pissed off and angry. And you're going to be like, you know you're going to be like that for the rest of the day. Maybe until your next race, because if you're a sprinter, you'll have 200 meters or something like that to do, and then where you can rectify it a little bit. But the big reason why you're disappointed after that race is, okay, you had a bad race, but that's not the core reason. The reason why you're pissed off after that race is because you had the wrong approach before the race. Before that race, where you ran badly, you had the wrong approach. You were, and when I'm saying you were thinking the wrong way, you were thinking, number one, which is a bad thing to do anyway, but your mindset was a want of need. I need this race to go well. I want this race to go well. Because we trained for hours throughout the winter, regularly, 5-6 times a week. We're in the gym. We spend a lot of time training to get that 10 or 11 seconds right in a race, or 20, 22 seconds, whatever your per B in the 200 is. But we spend a lot of time just to get that 10 or 11 seconds right in the race. And when it doesn't go well, we spent all that time and we don't get the race, we feel wasted. We don't have that, we feel we've wasted our time. That time has been wasted, and what's all this training all about and stuff like that? And we start going into our mind about it. But the point is that once you go into that race with the right mindset, you will not be run badly and you won't be disappointed at the end of the race. And I see this as two ways to approach a race to get the best race, where you don't come off the track feeling, yes, I feel that was good, that was great. And two ways are, you make a decision in your mind. Now, when you're wanting and needing, let's first talk about wanting and needing. Wanting and needing a race to happen, okay? When you're going in wanting it to happen, you go in thinking, I've done the training, this should be a doddle, I should run well. But that's weak. That is a weak mindset going into. When you're wanting something so much, it's very likely that you won't get it. When you want something so much. When you go in with it direction and deciding that this is going to happen, deciding that you are going to get it, that is different from wanting and needing. Okay, so when you decide before the race, this is going one way, you've made a decision in your mind, and that's clarity for the body. When you make a decision, that's clarity for the body. When you're wanting something, that is tension for the body. That's something the body doesn't understand. You wanting something is something that tightens the body up. And that's why you come out of the race really disappointed, because that tension has added to your body. Your body doesn't move well with that lack of clarity. But when you make a decision in your mind before the race starts, you know exactly what you want out of the race. You know, you set a target, and you've made a decision that you are going to get it. There is no other outcome than you going to get that outcome. Now, obviously, the target has to be realistic, challenge, kind of something that you'd be delighted with, but realistic in the way. You can't go away thinking like, I'm going to run 9.5 in 100 meters if you're an 11-second runner. You can't do that, but you've got to be realistic. That's something that you'd be delighted coming off the track with, but you set that target and you decide that you're going to get that. And that is clarity for the body. The clarity, the body can actually relax underneath that. You cannot relax under needing and wanting. Okay, once you make the decision that this is going to happen and there's no other outcome, you've decided there's no other outcome than that, that is going to be a lot better for you. And you're going to have, the body's going to be relaxed and it's going to be focused, and everything's going to be focused on that outcome. You've made a decision in your mind that that is going to happen. And the second way of approaching this race, is that often I've done in the race, is that you go into it with no expectations at all, but you go in with a positive idea of enjoyment. You're in a positive frame of mind. You're in a good mood. You're in an inspirational mood. And that's another way of doing it. Because when you're in a positive frame of mind and you're going in to enjoy the race and saying, I'm going to enjoy the race, that is a source of strength for the body as well. And that's a source of relaxation for the body. So there's the option of making a decision in your mind and deciding that is going to happen, okay, this may suit you, or going into the race and going into that, I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm going to run well, but the main thing, you're just like, let's see what happens, because I've done races in the past when you have going in to enjoy, no expectations, and that's another way of releasing. It's almost the opposite of making a decision. I can understand in your mind, and you might think, well, aren't I just lack of clarity for the body? But no, lack of clarity is when you're wanting something. That's something that's not natural for the body. That wanting something is something that's tightening you up. But when you're actually going in with a kind of enjoyment to enjoy the race, you know, expectations with the race, you're just going in there to run, to sprint and see what happens. But you're going in with a positive frame of mind just to enjoy that race. That's another way of improving. And you could see that as a stepping stone. It's one of those mindsets that's actually going into the race and thinking, okay, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not expecting much out of this race, but I'm just going in there to enjoy it. It's a stepping stone to something bigger. I could use this as just practicing, getting race practice behind me. I can do this as just, you know, taking the pressure off yourself and just saying, I'm going in with enjoyment, see what happens, and do it. So I see two ways of actually coming off, so you're preventing yourself coming off that track with disappointment. Because if you're going into the race with actual enjoyment in your mind, you're going to enjoy the race a lot more, and you're going to be less concerned. You're going to be putting pressure on yourself to get a certain time, and you're going to be less disappointed at the end. And that's what you don't want, to get that trough of disappointment. You want that even keel of, like, saying, maybe, you know, you want to be delighted with the race, but more often than not, you just want to feel that even keel of, okay, there's some positives of the race. I did this well, I did this well. And once you approach the race with more better mindset, positive mindset, you're going to see the race a lot differently when you finish it as well. And more like positive equals strength. Positive feeling, positive energy equals strength for the body. Remember that. So there's two ways that might suit you. You could try both and see what happens. I've tried both and worked really well either way, okay? But those are two ways of preventing yourself coming off the track feeling disappointed at the end. You came off the track, again, you came off the track disappointed, and if you feel gutted at the end, you went in with the wrong approach. That's the one thing to understand. A lot of your race performance is dictated by that minute before the race, before you get in the blocks and in the blocks. So remember, those two things can help you. And if you like this video, please like, please share, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Now, if you're looking to have extra help or more assistance in getting relaxed for your sprinting for your 200 meters or 400 meters, then I highly recommend that you go down to one of my courses. Two courses. There's the full relaxation sequence for sprinters and 400 meter runners, and then there's a starter program as well. You can get the links below in the description, but both will be valuable in helping you incorporate relaxation. Both contain massage techniques that actually can relax the body, that you can do yourself, that take minutes and that can change your performance and your body on the spot. So take a look at both those programs. If you're truly interested in getting relaxed for sprinting and getting the best out of your sprinting ability and your sprinting career, I cannot recommend them enough. Take a look, and I'll see you in the next video.